Hello, Prairie Princess 5, responding to your recent video about me. I don't know why you can't stitch me. I thought you had before. Somebody stitched me just the other day. I've been stitched before. I don't know how to stitch. I wouldn't know how to shut stitches off. I didn't know you could shut them off. Anyways, your interpretation of grifting. Still can't say I agree with it, but let's move past that. The independent media. Now, you singled out the Rebel News. You didn't like them doing stuff besides just journalism, I gather. Sorry, I only watched the video once briefly. You know, they spend a lot of money helping people out. You might want to check into what they're doing with the Amish here in southern Ontario right now as regards the ArriveCan app. They also keep on staff a young legal beagle. It's pretty well his full-time job, hammering away at the Freedom of Information Act, digging out the stuff that nobody else does. You might not like their right-wing politics, but truth of the matter is, I don't know how they manage to do what they do, being as they only grift for money. I think you alluded, I got the impression anyways from your video that you hadn't singled out any other independent media. Well, you sure didn't like Kean Brexty from the Counter Signal being on the beach there with Trudeau. That was public beach, by the way, not private, but that's neither here nor there, Princess. Let's move on to the $1 million. It's been audited 6 ways from Sunday. I'm working from memory here, so I'm not going to have times and money nailed down exactly. Tamara started the original, I think it was the GoFundMe for the trucker convoy very early on. It was at someone's suggestion. I think she had $1.27 or $7.27 in that account. And the money flowed in so hard and fast, she was intimidated and overwhelmed by it, and immediately put together a team. She made a video about it at the time, more than one, where they got in some accountants and some legal advisement, and that was it. That money was accounted for, the same as the two $10+ million chunks from the GoFundMe and then the Give, Send, Go, if I have that order correct. Again, and I commenting to Princess's commenters as well, who still think that any of that convoy money went missing. The government would have loved to have found a thin red dime missing. And again, it was audited 6 ways from Sunday by probably 6 different outfits, including FinTrack. Your politics may differ from mine and from a lot of people's as regarding freezing bank accounts. Can't say as I'm ever going to agree with you on that one. Not at all. Unless you're doing something that's criminal. Oh, sorry, you do think they were doing something criminal. Oh, never mind. What else did we have in there? Oh, well, whatever Tamara and Chris are doing with their money now, post-convoy, I'm talking here, Princess. Whatever goes on with their legal money and whoever supports them now, I still don't see where the grift is. Grift implies corruption, something for nothing, disingenuous, false presentation, whatever. I'd say you should maybe look up grift in maybe more than one dictionary. You'll see a pretty broad interpretation there. But if people choose to send them money, that's their business. And if Tamara got some implants there, I couldn't care less. Did she? Didn't she? It doesn't matter to me. I don't care what she does. There's still people out there in the country, and I'm not saying you're one of them, Princess, that thinks that Tamara was flying back and forth from Ottawa with convoy money. No. She never got her hands on any of it. And again, it was all accounted for. I think it was when the homicide cop in Ottawa went to the Crown and got an arrest warrant for her for violating her bail conditions, flew to, where does she live? Peace River, High River, somewhere, northern Alberta there anyways, and what was there, 2 or 3 cops flew from Ottawa, and when they arrested Tamara coming out from work on the Thursday or Friday night of, was it not the holiday long weekend, Canada Day? There were 10 cops there to arrest her. They flew her back to Ottawa. She spent the long weekend in jail. When she came up in front of the judge said, well, no, there was no violation going on there. And somebody sent a private jet to pick her up and fly her back to wherever she is in northern Alberta at the time. Yeah, Tamara hasn't been jet-setting around the world on convoy money that's unaccounted for. Anyways, that was a good vid you made, Princess. You weren't getting all ranty and foamy there with that whole ABC stuff. Global politics. What's going on in the UK? You might want to take a look at that. Do you think you said in one response or in one video, what do I care about what's going on over there? I'll leave you with this thought. The immigration rate, the rate of newcomers, I'll be politically correct, to the population in Ireland is identical to that of Canada. And Ireland's just as hot under the collar as what the UK is. So, yes, geopolitics do matter. Oh, I might as well summate. I'm rambling here anyways. The WEF. You should be following what I'm doing with the WEF on my YouTube channel. 29 of 39 of Trudeau's cabinet ministers, our Attorney General, the newly placed head of the of our armed forces. 11 of, he just appointed 2 more senators, so 11 of 15 senators that he's placed in the Senate are WEF members. The 3 judges, Paul Rouleau, David Johnston, and Judge Marie Hogue, all active WEF members. In fact, the impeccable David Johnston sits on the board of, not trustees, but the foundation board at the WEF. What was her name throughout all the Freedom Convoy? The head of the RCMP. She's big time in the WEF. They're not a benign little outfit. And everybody keeps saying, oh, the IDU, the IDU. Compare the size. Compare the money. The WEF has an agenda, and when it comes to size, they're like, what would be an analogy? Well, it's not David and Goliath. It's more like Godzilla and a Shetland pony when you compare the WEF to the IDU. Anyways, Princess, carry on. Oh, I know you will. So will I.